Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoff. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the return, it's Taylor. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all of a sudden they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Tannehill. And he's got it. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Tannehill looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Jackson. He's got Hurst as tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson on first down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd down and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Tim Patrick, 79 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran at the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? But this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Second and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson, right side, it's Handler pulling it in. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Bulldozes past him and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
13, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Texans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
But you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You'd think a guy of his caliber. So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down, Ravens.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a give to Dobbins. Stays on his feet. And he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Lutz good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Ravens 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds, out.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Tannehill a throw out wide that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's caught. Touchdown. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that pumps their lead up even further.
What I tell you, bro, never fails, yo. As soon as I start the fucking game, come fucking with me.
This one away, and off it goes.
Stupid ass,
and that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson now. That'll be complete to Dobbins. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Another shot for Chase. He's got it this time. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Final adjustments are underway in the locker rooms. Which of these two teams will survive and advance to next weekend's AFC Championship game? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down and 5. Throwing is Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I know, bro. Calm back down now, yo. I just had to...
And this will be a touchback as that sails over.
I was fucking frustrated from that first pick I threw, man. As soon as I fucking get the ball, here she comes. That's dumb shit.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago.
There you go. Come on, Harrison.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that can overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Tannehill's throw taken in here by Patrick. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. From the gun, here's Tannehill.
Right in position, man.
And they're going to have this across midfield.
Dang, yo, he hit you the spot. Dang. Listen to this next day, man.
And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice.
Fuck is everybody doing this dumbass spin all of a sudden? Must be some new shit too. This one doing that shit.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run with Patterson.
The fumble that.
Gets it down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Same thing, right? I'm gonna play that side. Fuck it.
Down inside the 20 of the 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. He's down.
Jamal sizes ass up, man.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when
Running
they
the
look
same
up.
formation.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Strip his ass.
Pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
That first pick killed me, man. I'll be up.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in.
Niggas in the air, came back down. And no stop. Going for 2 again.
The Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw.
What are my DBs? What are you playing? Darn well I must be doing that. He must got something on this route running. Troy Price supposed to be right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he will be taken down here on the return.
I'll score quick. God dang.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round.
Come on.
They come up with something as they get this drive started. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. That's the tight end Hurst with it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And all the way in for
Gotta get a fucking stop.
Well, we know that
Dang.
he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes. He can run under a long pass. Or he can do what we saw right there. Catch one and then make a big game after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start.
Fuck.
Once he got free, it was off to the races. And once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it
Damn,
off.
wow, fucking me up. Trying, bro.
Now to return it.
Trying to send some pressure or something this possession.
Right at the 20-yard line.
I don't know what else to do. Try to send some pressure. You running the ball lately.
Already at the line, set to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point, of course they usually are.
Go.
Juncture of the playoffs, but with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill.
Oh, fucking shit. Oh,
Well, that should be a reminder
dang.
defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air. Even on 1st and 2nd downs, they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Tannehill.
There it goes. There it goes.
They get the
Keep doing the same thing.
intercepted. Picked off by
Come on. Kill this clock and go for 2.
inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally,
I don't know, bro.
I don't even know if you call it.
I don't think there's no rules on it.
Play done against him, and
I ain't tripping. I'm about to do the same thing. I gotta score first, though.
On 1st down.
Oh, you take the shit off, JK.
Followed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
we certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he's having a meeting with his running.
Intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. Pick 6.
Get a fucking adjustment, man. I should have went with the fucking run back way that I started to, man.
And then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fuck!
After right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
I ain't even had my plays yet. He ain't saying I could have anything other than that. He went on. I've been killing him with it.
They'll get another shot at it now.
But I knew he was gonna be on it eventually.
Here's Robinson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Fuck, Mike. This one hurt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I could have ran anything in.
Together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores.
I fool every time these fucking playoffs.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here on target to Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Gets wrapped this shit to him, man.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Get wrapped it to him. Make me fumble. Make me fumble. Ooh, you smart motherfucker. Give Rabbit to him, bro. They keep folding in these fucking playoffs. You can't fuck with me.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and 6. Now it's Tannehill.
Look at this shit, bro.
Inside going to be caught by Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He's got the first down.
Getting fucking ass,
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing on 12 carries.
Nobody was doing this shit began this.
For last, so to speak, longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
Somebody just revealed something about that shit, man.
Doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Patterson on the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second.
First pick, man. I had a chance, though. Lord.
They get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Lord, as usual in these fucking playoffs, I'm like the Buffalo Bills.
3 yards remain for second.
Can't ever fucking finish.
Throwing now, Tannehill. He'll buy some time right.
He got to fumble that.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Fuck.
AFC title game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down,
Yeah, bro.
in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
Forward every time in the playoffs, bro. I can block it.
Is good. So you wonder how this one will be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
man.